Hey guys, welcome back to Art Ninja TX. Thanks for tuning in. So today what I'm going to be doing for you guys is painting Master Chief from Halo. Now Halo is my #1 first-person shooter game that took my heart a long time ago. But I started out with, for those of you that know that's where it started. So come join me on the journey to make something epic in that itty bitty space to honor Halo Infinite's release. Come on, let's go.
So I first got introduced to Halo my freshman year of college. Back then, you had to connect with a PC in order to play Slayer. Yeah, I'm that old. But it ended up being a thing that my friends and I always did together. Before we'd go out, we'd play Halo. When we got back in at 3 in the morning, we'd play Halo. It was a way of life. And I've always tried to draw Master Chief on and on throughout the years. But now that I can make art that I'm proud of, I really want to make something amazing to remember this game always. Now, Master Chief's armor's changed throughout the years, but it's always maintained that really aggressive masculine profile, and anytime you're painting something like that, at least for me, I always like to add the inverse. Yin and yang is real, so you need something beautiful, you need something feminine to offset all of that energy. Cortana fits that build perfectly. I love blue skin. I don't know what it is about it, but it's just always been really attractive to me, and it's soothing. So I build Cortana up using layers instead of texture to not make her look super old. And then I really smoothly and subtly fade her face into this space scene to add this really ethereal feel to this painting, which is much needed to offset the aggression and the masculinity that's going to come with Master Chief. Now, I'm super happy with the way that everything's coming out so far. I'm really excited to see what Master Chief brings to this piece. So I find out there's a place in Houston that has a 17-second long echo. So I think to myself,
assemble your crew. I'll be outside.
And like the Avengers, my crew assembles, and we're gonna go down with this lady deep into this cavern and check it out. Now, when she locks that door, I felt that claustrophobia kick in. It's like a scene from every scary movie you've ever seen in your life. When we finally get in there, it's way bigger than I thought it'd be. It was just huge space, and the echo was real. Now, apparently this is where Houston used to store all of its drinking water in the early 1900s, and it holds millions of gallons, but all I could see was the mines of Moria. I could just imagine being in the Lord of the Rings, and any minute the Balrog was gonna pop out, and that lady that was with us definitely is not Gandalf, so we're in trouble. But it was so beautiful. Just being down there after painting Halo, you know what I wanted to do. I had Halo on the brain, so we're gonna attempt the theme song. We're not singers, but give us a break, okay? This is just something cool to do.
Master Chief.
Then it was off to San Antonio to meet Steve Downs, aka Master Chief himself.
I mean, the old classic is, I need a weapon. Ooh.
That is the question.
Never have so few words meant so much to so many, but those with Combat Evolved, I never even saw what he looked like. They didn't even have a visual rendering of the character. So I was really just flying blind, literally. It was just a conversation about what his personality was, which in the end I think may have actually helped. Because sometimes you can get too wrapped up in, you know, the visual part of it, and big hulking guy with his helmet.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us, Steve.
Thank you all.
Again.
Thanks for
Enjoy
coming.
the rest of the show, guys. We'll see you for the next panel.
Thank you, Rose.
All right, it's time to finish this up. So as I'm painting the gun that Master Chief uses, I really feel that the gun is too smooth. It looks like it's fresh out the box, and that means it's never seen any action with Master Chief. So in order to make this picture cohesive, I need to get comfortable real quick with making changes mid-project and adding this battle damage to this gun. Now, luckily, it ended up being the right choice. I love the way that it looked. It was definitely an improvement, and it made it more cohesive with this piece. As I started painting Master Chief though, I was wondering, man, what type of visor should I use? Should I use the honeycomb design? What should I switch up the colors? I ended up going with a classic visor look, and then of course adding my own battle damage on top of that to, again, try to make this whole piece cohesive. Now, Master Chief is not Cortana. We want texture, we want that buildup, we want to see wear and tear, and you guys know that I prefer those really iconic poses, which means I'm picking iconic poses over action. So I need some sort of movement in this painting, and that's why I chose the rock explosion, because that's going to give that movement that we all want. I've never done anything like that, so it was definitely very different. It was definitely a test of patience, but luckily I stuck it out and everything came together, oddly enough. Now, texturing Master Chief, that's the fun part. Green, textured, green, texture some more. It just really was pleasing. I'm all about the journey, and I know what my end result's gonna be if I'm enjoying that journey. So hopefully as I peel this off, everything comes out okay. Let's find out.
This is Steve Downs, the voice of Master Chief, Spartan 117. I need a weapon, and I need you to subscribe to Art Ninja TX, because he killed this painting of me. Chief, out.